I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig, here with Rotopax fuel canisters. You can see that I have two 1 gallon canisters mounted on the back of my KTM 990 Adventurer. Why? Because the fuel mileage on this bike sucks. So wherever I go, I have to bring extra fuel. Rotopax has always been there for me to get the job done. Now, Callie and I have taken these everywhere. We took them down to Mexico last year. Most recently, we just got back from a trip to Moab, Utah with them. Particularly on her bike, they go through a lot of abuse. She's got a single cylinder KTM 640, aka the paint shaker. When it's running, it just sits there and shakes everything to death. These have held up tremendously, always getting the job done. They're made of a thick plastic that's not going to crack on you, leaving you stranded in the middle of nowhere. What's also nice is they're compliant in all 50 states. The spout on the top here and the cap is sealed with a gasket so that when they're laying on their side, you're not going to leak any fuel, which is great because how much would it suck to fill this up, lay it down, and have it piss fuel everywhere? That would suck. Well, that's not going to happen with these Rotopax. They're easy to get the cap off of. You have a nice little latch here that's going to keep it tight. Pull it back, untwist it, and cap comes right off. On the inside, you have your spout. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this spout because it's one of these locking spouts that you need to twist this piece to the side and then push this spout down to actually get any fuel out. However, I think they needed to do that to keep these compliant with the EPA. It works just fine. I would love it though if I could just pull this out, put it on, tip it over, and get fuel out right away instead of having to fiddle with this. Even though I do have to fiddle with it, it's always worked really well and I've never had a problem. After you're done, easy enough, flip the spout over, put the cap back on, and tighten it down. Easy peasy, set to go. Now this one obviously is gasoline. They also make them for diesel, water, whatever your need may be. Also in a variety of different sizes with a ton of different mounting options. Now, like I said, I've got two of them mounted here on this rack that I built side by side so that I can throw a duffel right over the top of these guys. Now, I went with the locking mounts that they sell separately for these. I didn't want anyone stealing these off of the bike because they're so awesome. I could definitely see people wanting them for free. They come with a nice lock that's easy enough to just pop right out with your key. And then you just twist the top off and it unscrews right off so that you can get to your Rotopax. Now you can see that this bottom piece here is fixed to the rack itself. I went and drilled 2 holes underneath the rack to mount that piece into the bottom. Now if you don't want it with the locking option, they also make it without. Again, you can mount these just about anywhere that you can get to the back side to drill 2 holes to get this down into it. You can also mount these on top of each other instead of side by side, however you want to do it. There's a ton of different combinations. I can't possibly go through all of them in one video, nor maybe do you care that much. Again, these are made by Rotopax. They have been spectacular for Callie and I in the long run. We've never had an issue with them. I don't foresee any issues in the future. Definitely something that I would check out if you guys are needing to carry that extra fuel wherever you go, or your water or your diesel or whatever fluid that you need to carry. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig.